good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching this. This is an update for the Republic of Ireland and the UK. Okay, so I'm going to do the two of them together, and then on Thursday, I'm going to do Australia and New Zealand together so that we can get caught up. Okay, right, there's a lot been happening. There's a lot been happening that I haven't managed to get to yet. So in the Republic of Ireland, we had the Dublin incident. Where it was the wee girl getting taken off the. I'm trying not to swear here because I used to work with children, as you know, and anything to do with children, I just got angry, and I got upset. Okay, because children are not getting protected. They're just not, and we all know why. So I'm going to ask about Dublin, and I'm going to. I don't know how I'm going to ask it, but I'm going to ask it. The presidential elections. I'm going to ask about. I think this came up in. I think it came up on the thingies, the quickfire questions that I did, the kind of impromptu, about spoiling your vote. So I mean, was it a woman? Was it a woman who got like? I think it was a woman. Was it Caroline? Somebody, Catherine? Somebody. Was it Catherine? Somebody. Anyway, I'm keeping an eye. So is she going to be good or bad? We'll have a wee look and see. I think it's Connolly. Is it Catherine Connolly? Anyway, whatever. So we'll have a wee look and we'll look into and see what's going on with her. Okay, is she there to be the establishment or to bring more of the evil, greedy, whatever. Okay, and then the one I'm going to kind of. I'll all be asked in the one, right? Because the one I'm going to kind of look at is when are they going to put the people first? Okay. So, and then we'll go on and we'll do the UK. Okay. I'll just divide it and we'll do the UK. And then I want to ask a wee overall is this, because to me there's three. There is the white hats, there is the black hats who are the crazies. The crazies are the like them that are orchestrating this and them that want to, take over the world. But then there's the grey hats, which I say is the minions, who run amok. They're running amok just now, okay? That's the grey hats I see as. So, is this planned? And if so, who's planning it? Is it planned by the white hats to bring to the fore, because people are getting hurt and people are getting losing their lives, okay? But we are in the spiritual war and we do know that. So that's the running order. And then obviously I said Thursday we're going to do Australia and New Zealand, because one minute my energy is great and the next minute it's not. So I think it might be a more energetically out with atmospheric, maybe kind of than anything else. Okay, so let's get on and let's see what's going on. Okay, so we'll bring in and we'll put it right there. So the first thing I want to ask is about I don't know how to ask this, Thomas. How we're going to ask this about the wee ones, the wee one. Sending energy and healing to her anyway, This one came out, okay, so this one came out right away. Also did that one. Right, so Dublin. Is it a powder keg? Maybe overall ask, is the Republic of Ireland a powder keg? Because I feel as if it might be. Right, okay, so we'll just quickly, I'm going to go on to YouTube just to check, because I've not got anybody here to check, because this is as live, meaning it's unlisted, okay? It's just in case I muck it up, but I feel as if the best way to do this is do it as live, as opposed to doing it as a video and then waiting 3 days for the thing to upload. Anyway, so let's see. I'm viewing on YouTube just to see, make sure it's okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're okay. I just like to check everything's okay on YouTube. Okay. So they don't give, I'm sorry, I mean, we all know this. We all know this. They don't care. I mean, we know that they don't care. The crazies, you know, I would say the black hats, okay? I'll say it that way. They don't give two flying figs. As long as their plan, their overall plan, that I've got to watch what I'm saying because I'm on YouTube, but their overall plan is coming along, but it's not. Their overall plan is getting this, it's a throat. Thomas uses these big words. It's getting stopped. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is. Okay. Yep. Every time I do this, James Connolly comes in, right? So he's saying that, well, Dublin as well, but the Republic as a whole is getting stronger, braver as well, stronger. Was there something happen way back? I would say in James's time that happened. Did something start in Dublin? Way back. See, this is where I need to kind of brush up and, you know, my Irish history. He's made me feel as if way back something started in Dublin. I think somebody's going to come forward and lead. I don't know if I've got that before. I've never got this before with him, but I feel as if this is a very Capricorn energy. Either that or it's going into the new year, maybe. Because I'm hearing, like James is saying, one more thing. Just one more thing that they do or they try to do. You know. I'm wondering if they're starting to suppress things that's coming out of Ireland, because I'm not hearing it in the mainstream. I mean, you don't hear anything in the mainstream, but I used to. But it's just people that I know that send me stuff. I see the Irish men and women, but men. I feel as if they're going to go a step too far. And that's going to be it. The match is going to be lit. Yeah. See, these entities, I say the grey hats, they mean bloody minions. Another thing I'm seeing is, in Ireland especially, the power, the government, slipping away. They've no money. They've no money at all. It's as if the white hats have stopped their supply for the money. So they're going to get desperate. They're going to get desperate. There was something going on in New York, but I need to put that on at Rumble, where they ran out of money. And I feel as if that's going to happen in the Republic. So this is just a wee overall, just to get us all caught up. So maybe look into that a wee bit more. The monetary situation. I feel as if this is government, and it's, you know, I nearly swore there. It's, you know, the guests. I call them guests, right? Coming in, and if they run out of money to pay these people to keep them happy, not trying to alarm people. I'm trying to warn people. Well, it's not coming for me. It's coming for Thomas, and it's also coming for James. Okay. I wonder if somebody in his family's, his family now is going to take up the gauntlet, because I'm thinking somebody's going to, either that or there's somebody prominent in the Republic that's talking out. If not, watch out for, because I feel as if I don't want to go too far and give away strategy. So I feel as if overall it's about them being, the, I hate calling them guests, but that's the only way I can describe them without getting thrown off. I would watch out for the schools as well. People, know how you always get people sitting on the fence and people kind of, oh, well, what are you going to do about it? Well, what are you doing about it? That kind of thing. Because I feel as if it's getting to be a level playing field now. The people have had enough. The people of Ireland, the people of the UK have had enough. I feel as if there's a big win coming in the new year. I see loads and loads. Do you know what I'm seeing? Oh wow! I'm hoping this. I don't know when it'll come, but I feel as if they're going to shut down the whole of the Republic, the people, down tools. Where it comes to a standstill, the sense those that really need to go, if they're looking after, like say, like the hospitals and stuff, but everything else I think is going to come at a shutdown and demand. They're going to demand. There's other things I see, but I can't get away strategy. Okay, but there is other things I see happening, and I feel as if it's going to be soon. Because they're not going, the people of the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland aren't going to take much more of this absolute crap that the governments are doing. And there is something that's going to happen, and that favours the public. I wish I could tell you, but I can't. I don't want to give away strategy, and then whatever I try to do, it'll no work. Okay, I'm not doing it because I know it's going to happen. I'm doing it because James is telling me just how much I can say. Okay. There is going to be a big. I'm sorry, but it's the Irish Scottish in me. I can't help myself. I mean, I just want to swear. There is a scandal going to brew, and it's to do with the elderly. Well, I think we all know. I think it's a scandal that we've already know about. You know what they were doing. I still see. I wondered if they were the Crazies were. We all know the fiddle in the books. I mean, we all know that. But I feel as if it's a case of selling off everything. Are they selling people? Are they compulsory purchasing people's homes? I feel as if that's going on, so that they can house their guests. That's a scandal as well, because people are going to start asking questions, and they're not going to sit on the fence anymore. Right, so that was the first part. So the second part, that was the Dublin part. Okay, we never really get into. I think we all know why Dublin exploded. Okay, Right, so the second one is the president. Now, I think it's a woman. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay, but I'm sure it is a woman. I know that people spoiled the ballot and it seems to have worked a bit because it frightened them. I feel as if, I think I said this in Thursday's questions, quickfire questions, that it was a combination of both. It was a combination of just the absolute sheer anger in Dublin and people just spoiling their votes has put the wind up, the government's, in other words, what's the word? Spoiling your vote and kind of not entering into the political side and not doing what you're told is they're literally shooting themselves. Because they know that once they lose the public and they are losing them, that they're like one more thing and they'll have lost. And as I said, and I've said before, the one thing they fear is the public. They fear the public. And they're trying to kind of control the public. Once they lose control of the public, it's over. And they know it. They know it. So how are we going to ask that about Thomas? How are we going to ask about the Republic? The president. I think she's a woman with blonde hair, maybe grey hair. No, I think she might have blonde hair. Is she friend or foe? We'll ask that. Why is she in? Why her? Was it rigged? And is she good or bad? Friend or foe? Is she friend or foe? We'll ask it that way. Right, we go. This is for her point of view. She thinks it's going to be plain sailing. Oh, right, okay. It's got a double meaning. Quite. Oh, how am I going to explain this? Because it's. Oh, what's that word? It's like a double-edged sword. It's like a divine intervention, but she's worth a watch. Okay, she's been placed there. We'll say it that way. She's been placed there. I don't even think she got that much. What percentage of the vote did she get? I mean, people are just so disillusioned. Did she win by a landslide? I feel as if she did. I feel as if she thinks she's coming in. Where's my wee him again? Right, she's coming in. She thinks it's plain sailing, but she's been put there to be used. But she still thinks that things are. Oh well, this is me and I'm great. And this is the best job the job I've always wanted. But I feel as if she's going to very soon kind of learn that it's not what she thought it would be. And it's from a kind of white hat public stance. The public's going to expose her, maybe. Yep. Was it two women? I don't get this one, Thomas. Are they going to have to rerun it again? I'm getting it. See, this to me is her, right? The new lass that's getting that. I think I put her name down somewhere. Hold on, I see. Was it in this book I put her name? Right, it is Catherine, right? I don't know if they're going to run it again or she's not going to be in it for free. I don't know. I don't know what this is. And sometimes I just don't know. Because it's as if she's offering something up. Maybe it's a watch this space. Because sometimes I can misinterpret, and I hold my hands up to it because sometimes I do. Thomas has meant something else, and I've misinterpreted it, and there's just nothing I can do about it. Okay. So the wee clarifier for that one. Then we'll go on to the UK one. A time to release negativity. I feel as if this is going to come for them, and this is November too, because that's the Scorpion energy. Right, so as if they can't release any more negativity, for God's sake. Anyway, so we'll do that. I'll see if James is, because he always comes, well, not all the time because he's busy. See, there's a younger boy there, I would say. Young, very young. I don't know if he's anything to do with him, but he usually just comes in and stands, because I keep encouraging him to speak, but. And then obviously there's a woman as well. Anyway, so let's see if he's getting. Just that he's watching what's happening. He just keeps saying that, but he says Ireland. He doesn't say the Republic, or he doesn't say like say Northern Ireland. He says Ireland. Ireland is not lost. Do you know what it's like? I'll just say what I'm saying and what I'm hearing, and what he's saying is Ireland will never be lost while there's good Irish stock in the country. And they've got Ireland in their blood. Well, he said another name. I'm not catching it, but he has. Is there another name for Ireland? Does anybody know that is watching this maybe later? While there's blood in the bones of the Irish, Ireland will never be lost. I feel as if things are going to come to a head and these guests are going to get. I'm not one for hope. I don't like false hope, and I try not to give false hope. But he's shown me them going. He's shown me them going. And I feel as if it's. I wouldn't like to say it soon because I don't want to give people false hope, but if you've not got any hope, then it's hopeless. I do think things are going to come to a head in Ireland, though. I'm not sure how soon that is. I wonder if I can maybe get a wee kind of how soon will this be? That's February. Aquarius is February, isn't it? Show the world the real you. They're just about to. Ireland's just about to show the world the real Ireland. I remember it's on Rumble somewhere where I'm sure it was Rumble where I said that, like you said, because they were always. I'll just talk because I'm for Irish stock, right? So there was the troubles, where people were always fighting with one another, right? But that's going to be set aside. And I've seen it, it's on Rumble somewhere. And the differences are setting aside for now because they have a bigger enemy to sort out. And James is just saying, leave it there. leave it that part there, okay? Now we're going on to the UK. So I'm going to try and do a wee divider so that we know that we're on to something else, okay? So we know we're on to something else. I don't know if I'll need to maybe go into that. I know we'll do it this way for the divider. Right, we can do that. It's a divider, right? Second one, okay, for the UK. Okay. So the UK, I'm going to be looking at the vicious, absolute vicious, ferocious attacks that's coming out, and we're seeing that. So the attack on the dog walker, the attack on the train, every day. Every day there's attacks. I'll get into the schools later. I feel as if this is enough to be getting on with just now because this is imminent and this is happening. I want to know because seemingly they had a practice. They had a practice of somebody going on the train. Now, when they have a practice of something going on the train or something happening, it's usually to frighten, and it's usually to bring in shite that they're wanting to bring in, okay? New laws, the crap, I nearly said a really bad word there. Oh, I just stopped myself. That these entities want to bring in, okay? So let's see what has been said, okay? So the attacks, especially as we're seeing them, they're not stopping us seeing them. Usually it was like, oh, there's graphic content, graphic, like say here. But no, it's actually showing you. So is this to frighten the people? This is to frighten. I don't know who's coming in now. This is to frighten the people into, no, the people who don't know what's going on, into consenting to anything. We'll consent to anything, just make it stop. Problem, reaction, solution. So let's see what the hell's going on with us. So the train, the dog walker, and we'll continue. We'll say about the schools, okay? Because the school, I don't know if the schools in Ireland are, but the schools definitely up here as well are having drills. You know the solution. We all know the solution. See, this is where I get annoyed. So I'll leave the dance for the chat. So anyway, so I'm trying to think of how to say, was it a psyop? Was it a psyop? Yes and no. It was allowed to happen. Yeah, but they always know about it, but it was allowed to happen. Yep. And it's to browbeat the people into submission. Like we knew, we know that. But yes, judgment. Oh, their day is coming, especially in England. I feel as if the English is taking enough. And it's a case of the government's days are numbered. They really are. Yep. The public are very, and not so in Scotland. I mean, geez, oh man, if we, don't ever sing Scotland the Brave again. But in England as well, I feel as if in Ireland too, but in England, the people are very quickly realising that they're not as chained up as they think they are. and they're not as bound and controlled as they think they are. And these, I feel as if they're going to start challenging the laws, challenging them, because I mean, they call them two-tier care, but there always has been two-tier justice. Oh, okay, this one turned out already. I've never even got a wee shuffle at them. Right, let's see. See, they were trying to keep the public in a state of emergency, but it's not really working. Because the people are not fearing, the people are getting angry. I mean, what I think is they're trying to start a civil war, so that they can bring in all their draconian measures. But I don't see that at all. I mean, that's the plan. This kind of there's two sides going to be, right, for the UK, right? The money that they can see, that people can see, especially up here as well, the money, the tax going anywhere and everywhere, but those who are paying it. But this is all orchestrated, and we all know it's all orchestrated. But the public are starting to realise it too. Do you know, it's a case of they're very, very quickly realising pick a side. Pick a side. You can't stay in the fence, pick a side. You're either with the government and kind of really tyranny, and you're not. I do see joy coming though. See, I think that government's going to fall as well, but I'm not sure when. I mean, they're ignoring everything. I mean, that happened, it's not even been mentioned, what happened was it Saturday? It's on the mainstream media, but it was seemingly a British national. Are we doing sit down? Maybe. But they said that about the guy that done the wee lassies and the dance. You know? Well, I'm hearing the cloud that's hanging over the United Kingdom is going to begin to clear. I mean, it's like Northern Ireland. I've said Northern Ireland as well, so I'll need to kind of look, maybe hone in Northern Ireland. Things are going to come to a head, and that's what they want. But they're going to. I don't see the crazies winning, the grey hats winning. I feel as if they're going to bite off more than they can chew, because, and I feel as if in England the public are going to do something that is so unexpected that the government are not going to see them coming, and they're not going to be prepared. I feel as if the government's going to try something as per usual, and I feel I see some person in authority stepping in. I'm not sure who this person is, But how do they have an agenda of their own? The government in Westminster is going to overstep the mark so much that they're going to do something that they can't come back from. That they can't. And I feel as if it's not linked to the Republic of Ireland. I wonder if that's why I was to do these two together. It's not linked. It's not that what's going to happen in the Republic is entirely different. But they're tied in some way, and I can't fathom how they're tied. Yeah. See, I see that as November. I don't know why I got that as November. I mean, they're out of control and they're the most evil. This is the most evil I've ever known things to be. The evil is staring you in the face. It's staring you in the face. They are so out of control. They have no consequences. They treat the public, the like I said, the Irish people, the people of the UK and AN other is complete contempt. But they're going to get a rude awakening. They really are. They're going to get a rude awakening because the public has had enough. And there's more of them. There's more of the public than there is of them. Yep. See, I do see the earth as a whole kind of things are going to come right. I'll say it this way, right? Things are going to come to a head in the whole damn thing. The whole damn world, things are going to come to a head, and then it's going to be tranquil. And I've always asked Thomas, well, and I work with my galactic called Pallanius as well, but I've always said, will it be in my lifetime? And at first, Pallanius said no, and I thought, oh, okay. But then something must have shifted because he's now saying yes. Now, I'm not planning to pass away anytime soon. So, when it's my time, it's my time. But I know where I'll be going, because I don't fear it. So, yeah, I feel as if it'll be a more tranquil place, a more loving place. I just don't know when. But things cannot continue how they're continuing. I keep saying it's like Sodom and Gomorrah. If that's the thing I'm thinking of. As I said, things are going to come to a head in the UK that they can't even go to their ivory towers. They can't. There'll be no place to hide for these people. Even if they try to go to their bunker. I used to kid on and say, like when they were trying to start World War III. No, it's still going on. Oh, no, you need to stay in your bunkers. Oh, no, you should stay there. And we would all be living peacefully. Anyway, I've got another one I want to kind of, just an overall question I want to ask, okay? I feel as if it's a bit of both, because I had asked if it's orchestrated, if it's allowed to happen. They're just allowing these things to happen. They should be protecting the people. That's what they're empowered to do. But they're allowing it to happen. Because they're working with these crazies who think they've bought the planet. And everybody on it. But it's a time for healing. Healing is coming. So that was for the UK. So a wee overall for the Republic and possibly everybody, okay? So wait till I just thing with these and then we'll get the wee overall. Where did I put them? There, I put them there. Oh. I guess this time in the afternoon, because it's about, coming up for 3 o'clock and I'm knackered already. Right, anyway, so let's see. Right, the wee overall. Right, it's all planned. White hats, black hats, grey hats. So it's everything we have seen planned. Okay. Right, is it planned? Right, white hats. Right, we'll do planned there. Right, white hats, grey hats, black hats. Right, now I told you, white hats, we all kind of had said about the white hats. The black hats are the crazies who think they've got the planet, and the grey hats to me, because I had to name them because I wanted to kind of put a name to them. So I call them, this is my preference, I call them the grey hats because they're in between. Because we have people who are traitors. Okay, 1 minute they're in the, like say the good side, and then another minute it's whatever way the wind's blowing that these people think, oh, they're winning, we'll go with them. Oh, they're winning, we'll go with them. So they're the most hindered. They're the ones that's hindering everything. So what is this all still planned? I don't want to say it's a movie because that's a very. I don't know who said it was a movie way back, but it just like it sent out the kind of a sense that, oh, this is a movie and it's all unfolding and I don't need to do anything. So nobody done anything, and this is why we're here. Nobody tried to. They all kind of just fell into line and didn't fight back. Right, so. Right. The plan is to bring them down, the black hats. That is the plan. That's always been the plan, and it's working. Because we should be. I feel as if they're about 3 years behind now, from what I could gather. But we want them not to be behind their schedule. We want them to have not have a schedule at all. Okay. White hats, right? White hats are defeating them. The white hats are defeating them, but it's taking time. The grey hats, see the grey hats. The people who are supposed to be helping are abandoning people, and that's very much what's happening just now. The public feel abandoned by the government, but the government, we all know that the government are about as useless as a chocolate teapot. They're about as useless as a turd in a swimming pool. Those in power are not in power for us. They're in power to rule us, to enslave us. The public is starting to find that out. And the grey hats just go with the flow. And sometimes that's the people, they go with the flow. I call them the I'm all right, Jack, my life's fine. Well, how's your life now? Oh, your life was fine. How is it now? Because I bet you it's no fine now. And of course, the black hats. See, they still think they're in a good, like it's a good. What's the word I'm looking for? A good position. But they're losing their strength as well. They're losing their strength. Okay. So that was same. So that was it for the Republic. Right, so the Republic and the UK just now. Okay, just a wee overall. Okay. Thursday I'm going to do Australia and I'm going to do New Zealand. Right now, regarding the quickfire questions, the clocks went back, so I'll need to look and see, because even our clocks came back. I don't know if that lets Australia catch up a wee bit, because when the quickfire questions live goes out, I feel as if it's in the middle of the night for Australia. So I'm going to look. I mean, if it's too early, it's too early. So I'm trying to kind of do something to accommodate Australia as well, but I'll try my best, because I just felt as if Australia, because when I was going out doing the live and we were going out live, Australia was still in their bed. Okay. Anyway, I'll go. Have a lovely rest of the week, and I'll see you all for the live on Friday. I'll the times to be arranged again, because obviously your clocks went forwards and ours went back. Okay, so just so that we can sort out a time, and possibly I'm aiming for Thursday for Australia and New Zealand. Okay, for an update for you. Okay. Anyway, I'll go. Have a lovely rest of the week, and I'll speak soon. This one.